it's the classic story of a white kid from a rough neighborhood who has two black friends, and they get into some mischief, and his only way out of it is to dance his way off them streets, Daddy. No one's looking out for me. No one from where I came from can dance my way off these streets. This is Step Up. All right, it's back and better than ever. We're bringing back the Gimmick Show. We got some great gimmicks. We got fun fact. We got quick cash. We got jokes. And we got annoying news. Enjoy the show. One, he wrestled, so always got to big up the wrestlers, right? He was a wrestler.
Possibilities. The Italians really do have a lot of derogatory terms associated with them.
I know in Jersey you call him a hua.
Yeah, I was thinking a gabagool.
Better boners, better life, Blue Chew. Yeah. He breaks up with his wife and then does Magic Mike and never saw a pussy ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Poor fella.
But it's more annoying that they're just going to go on and bang even hotter people, and none of them are us. If you don't give a shit, then I'm not going to waste my fucking time. Okay?
There you have it, folks.
Okay?
That's a little peek behind the curtain.
Yo, what is up, my people? It's your boy, Old Uncle Matty, and your man, Benoit Poudcasse, Burn Podcast. We're here at the Working Perspectives Podcast presents The Gimmick Show. On this show, we're going to give you some good gimmicks. We got a couple great gimmicks today. We got fun fact, we got a joke, we got some annoying news, we got some quick cash. It's going to be a lot of fun. What we were doing before is we had some of this gimmick on our Ask AI show, but we found out people wants to separate the gimmick from the Ask AI. And we're doing what the people want because we're here for the people. For the people of the people, with the people. Speaking of people, Benoit Pahoud, how we doing, my man?
Doing fantastic, man. Really had fun last week doing our first ever Gimmick Show. Excited to see what we're going to stumble into tonight.
Without any further ado.
Bless you.
Burn. How about a fun fact?
Matty, you never have to ask me twice for a fun fact.
I never have, and I never will. All right, if you're ready, I'm ready. Are you ready?
I am ready to go.
All right, Burn. Well, here's your fun fact. Fun fact. Competitive art used to be an Olympic sport.
Competitive art?
Competitive art, my friend. Competitive art.
What kind of art?
So, fun fact, Burn. Turns out competitive art was an Olympic event from 1912 to 1948. The competition had 5 categories. It was architecture, literature, music, painting, and sculpture. The entries had to be inspired by sports and previously unpublished. And then it was discontinued so they could bring. There's concerns about it being amateurism and lack of or too professional, maybe. And then since 1952, the games, they haven't brought it back. So there you go. Yeah, competitive art used to be an Olympic sport. You want to hear some of the medal winners? Jean Jacobi won 2, if I'm saying that right. Jean Jacobi won 2 gold medals. Jack B. Yates, Jack Butler Yates, John Copley, William Nicholson, and David Wallen, all medal winners. There you go. Burn.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a very weird but very fun fact.
Could you imagine, right? Imagine this, okay? Imagine that it's maybe, let's say it's 1930s, post-World War I, pre-World War II, right?
Okay.
And you're Johnny slinging hay on the farm. And everything's going, you're Johnny slinging hay on the farm, and you got a sweetheart. You got a sweetheart in town, right? And you go to town, and you're like, this girl, she's a smart girl from a good family. So she went away to college. She went away to Cambridge or whatever college is in England. She goes away to Cambridge, comes back, and she's got a dude. And rumor has it that this dude, he's an Olympic champion, Olympic medal winner, right? And you're like, oh God, was he a track star, or what is he, you know,
Athlon.
Tathlon, swimming, rowing, wrestling, boxing, what? It could be anything, you know. Turns out, guy got a gold medal for sculpting a naked guy wrestling at the first Olympics. Now, let me tell you, the only way, the only way that the guy sculpting the naked Olympics guy could get a chick from a small hometown from a good family that went to the school that was supposed to go to the guy slinging hay at the farm. The only way that this sculptor could do that is with Blue Chew, the best male enhancement in the game, Daddy. It's a Blue Chew for the win. Better boners, better life. Blue Chew. What do you think, Bern?
I'll tell you what Blue Chew has a gold medal in. Architecture. I think Blue Chew wins the architecture gold medal because they got that bad boy standing up straight. Blue Chew.
If pitching tents was an Olympic sport, Blue Chew would be a world champ, Daddy.
Shout out Blue Chew.
Shout out Blue Chew. Fan of the show, listener of the show. So, like I was saying in the description of this episode, I wasn't saying it, but I'm saying it now. In the description of this episode is a message you can copy and paste and send to Blue Chew to let them know, sponsor your boys. All right? Sponsor the fellas of the Working Perspectives podcast. Copy, paste, send it to Blue Chew. Let them know. Let them know that we like Daddy to smack it, and we'll let Daddy smack it. So there you go. So, Baron, that was your fun fact. Yep. Competitive art used to be an Olympic sport.
It's probably for the best. Being that art is, generally understood to be subjective, I think probably for the best that art is no longer an Olympic sport.
Yeah, I agree. I did like, though, that it had to be, like, sports themed.
Yes.
I looked at some of the pictures, like, one of them was, like, a rugby painting and stuff. So it's like, okay, But if they did that now, I mean, God help you. I mean, I don't know. I bet I wouldn't be surprised if they brought it back.
Why? So AI could win all the medals?
Speaking of AI, if you saw today's episode, or I'm dating us. If you saw last Tuesday's episode where it's we ask AI what's the age limit for Halloween. I had two images. I had one image for our audio thumbnail and one image for our video thumbnail. Both images created by AI.
Give it the gold medal right now, baby.
Yep. I put in the AI. I was like, AI, can you please give me an image of three beautiful women at a Halloween party in adult costumes with extra large cleavage? And guess what? They delivered. Daddy-o. But, yep, that was your fun fact. Bern, let's keep it moving. Keep it on moving down the road. Hey, Bern.
Yes, Matt.
How about a joke?
How about it? How about a joke?
How about a joke? Would you like a joke, Bern? I'm asking. Would you like a joke?
I would. You got me good last week. Last week was really good. So I'm wondering if we're going to stay in the direction of good jokes or if we're going to go back to your usual jokes.
First off, they were all good jokes, so take that back anytime. Second, we're sticking with a great one. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, Bern. Here we go. Bern, what do you call an Italian hooker?
I've never heard this. I've never heard anything even like this joke before. There's so many possibilities. The Italians really do have a lot of derogatory terms associated with them.
I know in Jersey you call them a hua.
Yeah, I was thinking a gabagool, but
that's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, I don't know, man. What do you call an Italian hooker?
Well, Bern, what do you call an Italian hooker? Well, that's easy. It's A prostitute.
Oh, oh, oh! That is
Pretty
such.
great, right? Pretty
That is
great.
such. That is such a groaner. That is such a groaner. That's one of those like the only response you have to that joke is like, oh, uh, uh, uh. All right. Not your best, not your worst. Not your best, not your worst. That one right down the middle on that one. All right.
That
I
one
should have
wasn't
gotten that.
bad, you know?
If I thought a little longer, I probably could have gotten that. All right. Okay. Not terrible, Matt. Not terrible. Not great.
Uh,
Not terrible.
okay. Well, Burn, I got another one.
You
Are
want to
you
keep pushing
ready?
it? Yeah, sure. Let's go.
All right. Okay. All right. Burn. What's the difference between a snowman and a snow woman?
Uh, I, I don't know, Matt. I don't know. What's the difference between a snowman and a snow woman?
Well, Burn, the difference between a snowman and a snow woman, well, it's snowballs.
All right. Oh, all right. That was better. Yeah, that was better than pasta by a fraction.
Pasta 2 is great.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I think snowballs is better, but
Uh,
not okay, Maddie. That's a fair. You got that's a passing grades this week. Passing grades
there's
this week.
nothing wrong with these ones.
No, they weren't bad. They weren't too bad. Snowballs.
That was pretty good. Pretty good. All right, I got a dumb one. You want a dumb one?
That's why I'm always waiting for a dumb one. That's what I expect.
Okay, here we go, Vern. Why did the ranch blush?
uh, I don't know. Why did the ranch blush?
Well, Vern, the reason the ranch blushed is because it saw salad dressing.
Let's let's move on. Let's
All right.
let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Oh wait, no, Burn. I got one more, and this
You
one
gotta
we
be
need to
kidding me.
tell. We need to tell this one because you'll know why. You'll know
Okay.
why after I tell you. Okay? Last one, I promise.
My favorite segment just keeps getting longer and longer and longer.
Last one, I promise. This is the only time we'll ever do 4 jokes. I promise. Next week we'll do 2. I promise. Okay.
Thank God.
Here we go. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Why couldn't the lizard get a girlfriend?
I don't know, Matt. Why couldn't the lizard get a girlfriend?
Well, Burn, the reason the lizard couldn't get a girlfriend, it's because he had a reptile dysfunction. You want to know why I wanted to bring that up? You want to know why?
I have a sneaking suspicion it has something to do with Blue Chew.
Well, you're damn right it does, because if that lizard had some blue chew, it would no longer have a reptile dysfunction. There you
Swimming
go.
in lady lizards. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right.
It'd be just wrecking lady lizards all over town with a rock hard rager.
At the end there.
Very good. Okay, let's keep it moving. Keep it on moving down the road. Burn, I'll give you the option. Okay? I'll give you the option. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, we can either move on to annoying news or quick cash, your choice.
I feel like quick cash has been kind of a high point. Should we save that for the end? Should we do annoying news first?
Love it. Okay. Here we go. This is a new segment we got going. We didn't have this on Ask AI, but I'm liking it. So, we're going to start off with this. So, this is annoying news for Yankees fans. Freddie Freeman sets a record with a home run in 7 consecutive World Series games as the Dodgers are moving towards clinching the World Series. Right now, the Dodgers are up I mean, we recorded this on the 29th of October. So, for all we know, they could have won the World Series by the time this airs. Maybe they have, maybe they haven't. But either way, so Freddie Freeman, he hit 3 home runs, or he hit a home run in the last 3 games of the World Series they were in 2 years ago. And then he's hit a home run in every World Series game so far against the Yankees. He's been just on fire. Like, his bat, red hot, daddy. Red hot bat. Am I right or am I right? Burn?
It was 4 years ago. Dodgers won in 2020, so he hit home runs in
Jesus
the last
Christ.
last 3 games of that series. And then, as of the taping of this episode, he had a 2-run shot in the first inning tonight, so that makes it 4 home runs in
Yeah.
4 straight games in the 2024 World Series, which is really annoying news if you're a Yankees fan, which luckily neither Matt nor I am. So,
No.
uh,
God, no.
suck it, Yankees.
Yeah. Yeah. Who, I mean, I guess he tied Astros outfielder George Springer as the only player to hit a home run in 5 straight World Series games. But there you go. Yeah. So this is annoying for the Yankees, but it's also annoying because it's not a Phillies guy doing this. So they can all
Correct.
just shove up a shove,
They can all
right?
shove anything. Any World Series news to me right now is nothing but annoying.
Honestly, I just wish, I feel like also that it's partially our fault as Phillies fans that the Phillies aren't in the World Series, because had we spent more money as fans or had a broader fan base, then we would be in the World Series. Because they pitted the since last year's World Series was so shit and no one
Mhm.
gave a shit about it, right? They had the 2 worst fan bases. So this year they had to put the 2 biggest on opposite coast in the World Series. It's fixed, guys. It's rigged.
Yeah, New York, LA, Yankees, Dodgers. Come on,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's fiction
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, they are the 2 biggest franchises in baseball as well, right?
for sure. For sure, historically
Yeah,
speaking, and probably fan base wise, and
yeah,
size of the cities they play in. So
yeah. But they didn't
cramming.
expect it to be such a shellac. If the Yankees come back to make it a 3-3 series to a 7th game, then it's all rigged. It's all rigged, Daddy. All
Yeah,
rigged. Especially since that documentary came out on Netflix. Did you see that one?
which one was that?
They It was so, dude. Remember, 30 for 30s are incredible, right?
Yes,
We know this. 30 for
agreed.
30s are absolutely incredible. One of the early 30 for 30s, and I've rewatched it several times since it released. One of the early 30 for 30s was a one called 4 Days in October, where it was about the Boston Red Sox comeback against the Yankees in the ALCS in 2004 or 5, right? And the one they did before, the 30 for 30, was literally just about it was like those 4 days where the Red Sox came back and beat the Yankees after being down 3-0 in a series, right?
Time ever.
And this what's that?
First time ever in baseball. The team did
Yeah,
that.
first time ever someone
Yeah,
came back
yeah.
from 3-0. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And honestly, it was the biggest thing in the world. It was the biggest thing in the world, right? Reignite, like, their rivalry had been reignited, but this took the Red Sox Yankees rivalry to the fucking stratosphere, right? And it was an incredible documentary too. They had like Lenny Clark on there. They were interviewing everybody. So they redid another documentary about that, and it was not only did they talk about the ALCS in 2004, but they talked about the ALTS in 2003, where Aaron Boone hit that walk off in Game 7 for
Aaron
the
F. and
Yankees to
Boone.
win. Aaron F. and Boone, and they went and they lost to like the Marlins, right?
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
so, but dude, but they redid it and it's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So, if the Yankees come back from being down 3-0 to make it to a Game 7, then what are we doing here? Like, come
What are
on,
you doing here?
it's rigged. It's rigged, Daddy. Rigged. Johnny Rigg was a good dude. Okay. Either way, let's keep it moving. Keep it on moving down the road. Our last piece of annoying news. Burn, are you ready?
I am
Oh, can I
ready.
ask you this, Bern? And I want to leave this in because I would like the fans to comment as well, since we have so many fans, listeners. We should call them listeners because they're not fans; they're listeners. But the listeners to know: do you want like a lead-in graphic gimmick, right? Like every time I introduce a new segment, it's time for annoying news. Bam, 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 bam. Annoying news. You know, like a graphic gimmick kind of thing, right? What do you think, Bern?
Uh, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Production
I'd have
value and all that. Production
production
value,
value.
right?
We have to take a look at it. But yeah, let's see what the people want. Let's see if the people have any opinions on
Let
this.
us know for the
Let us
listeners. If
know.
that's something we should do, then you know, old Uncle Matty will do it. But if you don't give a shit, then I'm not gonna waste my fucking time. Okay?
There you have it, folks.
Okay?
That's a little peek behind the curtain.
Little inside b-ball there. All right. Final annoying news. After 3 years of dating and being engaged, Zoe Kravitz and Channing Tatum have called it quits. Burn, you're devastated, I know.
Yeah, I mean, to find out in the same day that Zoe Kravitz was dating Channing Tatum, and then that they were engaged, and then they were no longer engaged. It's been a real whirlwind for me over these last 12 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you why this news is annoying?
Tell me.
First of all, I didn't know that they were even a thing. No, I'm not the
Yeah.
greatest follower of celebrity relationships. I'm not like a
Sure.
TMZ or an Us Magazine
Right.
kind of guy, so
Yeah.
that's
Totally.
understandable.
Right.
Also, like, what are we supposed to glean from this? That two
Mm.
super attractive, super successful movie stars were dating, but now they're not. Like, oh no, what will they do? You know what I think they'll do, Matt? I think they'll move
What?
on and find other super attractive, super successful people to date. So, like,
Well, Burn, without giving away too much, survey says yes to that because if you look at Channing Tatum's previous dating history, let's go over it, shall we?
so let's hit it.
So, Channing Tatum, he did a movie called Step Up. Remember that one?
It was his big break, right?
Oh, it's a classic. It's the classic story of a white kid from a rough neighborhood who has two black friends and they get into some mischief and his only way out of it is to dance his way off them streets, daddy.
Yeah. Was
No
this
one's
Taylor?
looking out for me. No one from where I came from can dance my way off these streets. This is Step
Uh,
Up.
Tale as old as time.
Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme. Either way, what does this white boy from the streets do? He gets a job. Well, he commits a crime. Then he's sentenced to community service at the rich kid school. He's at the rich kid school. Just happens to be a rich kid dance school. Like that was a fucking thing. And who's he meet there? Oh, smoking hottie number 12, whose daddy doesn't want her to date the bad boy on the block, but she can't help it. Am I right or am I right?
I think you got that one pretty much nailed.
Yeah. So either way, turns out Channing Tatum will end up marrying Smoke Bag, smoking hot. Her name was Jenna Dewan. She's smoking hot rocket. She also started in Step Up with him, right? And they were married for a long time, right? And then they broke up. And then guess what? Channing Tatum, he survived.
Somehow.
Yeah. Somehow, good look. I mean, this was all like around the Magic Mike era as well. So, I mean, obviously he wasn't getting any pussy. No
No,
way.
no. It's really hard
God,
out on those
no.
tough out on those streets for Channing Tatum.
Yeah. He breaks up with his wife and then does Magic Mike and never saw a pussy ever again.
Yeah,
Yeah, right. Okay.
poor fella.
That, yeah. So either way, he breaks up with his wife, who was a smoking hot box, Jenna Dewan. They call it quits. They had a kid though, so that's tough. Then he moves on to another fucking smoke box, old Jesse J, and this one's a British smoke box, right?
Lovely,
And I
lovely.
guess in 2018 he starts pounding out that British little minx. He has a type. We'll say petite is his type.
Okay.
You know, he likes him petite. He likes him in shape. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, thus far. But who knows? Who fucking knows the trim he was sniffing on that Magic Mike tour? You know?
Right.
Like, just, like he did Jupiter Ascending and, like,
Oh
he was
yeah.
still getting pussy. You know what
Right.
I mean?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
this dude was just wrecking it, you know? Come on. And I love, dude. I love Channing Tatum. Like he's awesome. Like he seems like one, he wrestled, so always got to big up the wrestlers, right? He was a wrestler, and then two, he's also funny. Like he did the 22 Jump Street was or 21 Jump Street remake was really funny, and then he was in the End of the World, right?
Yeah, no, I got no beef with Channing Tatum. He seems like a cool guy. And then what? And then after that was Zoe Kravitz.
So yeah, after he got done plowing out Jesse J, who's a freaking smoke box, moved on to Zoe fucking Kravitz. Zoe Kravitz, Catwoman herself.
Let me say here too, just on a quick search, right? So okay, Channing did pretty well for himself. He'll probably continue to do okay. Zoe Kravitz, former relationships, okay? Ezra Miller, Chris Pine, Michael Fassbender, Penn Badgley, Drake, George Lewis, who was a musician named Twin Shadow, Carl Glausman, who's an actor, and then Channing Tatum. So I think we can assume that both of these people will go on to find other attractive, rich, hot people to date in the near future. And we wish them all the best in this difficult time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
they're gonna be fine. It's annoying. They'll be fine. I don't need to know this.
Damn. I mean, oh, dude, Zoe Kravitz is a rocket, though. She's a smoking hot gorgeous. Smoke babe. But yeah, Channing's fucking hot dog down the hallway now. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, Chris Pine's got a monster, and then Drake, Avi, Also, too, like
this line of celebrity dick measuring.
Just saying. So, yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying news that Channing Tatum and Zoe Kravitz broke up, but it's more annoying that they're just gonna go on and bang even hotter people, and none of them are us.
Yeah, and none of them are us.
None of them are us. Sorry, Kravitz.
That's annoying.
Channing Tatum, I would like to get a beer and chill with Channing Tatum, though. He seems like a good dude.
Get a beer and chill with
one of the boys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I couldn't sometimes I feel like, dude, I feel like it would be, I mean, I don't know. Do you think when I was younger, right? If you saw someone that beautiful, it'd be almost impossible to keep your hands off of them. You know what I mean? Right? It's like, I gotta do what?
Is that real? Is she real?
It's like you're hypnotized,
Yeah. I saw Natalie Portman once at a party at UPenn, and it was hard to believe that she was like a real person.
You're like, what? We're the same species?
Yeah. Just
was this Garden State Portman?
Little before.
That's great Portman. That's great Portman.
I
mean, all Portman's good Portman.
Dude. No such thing as bad Portman.
No such thing. This was pre-Black Swan Portman, though?
Oh, yeah.
That's good Portman there, Daddy.
That's
good Portman there, Papi Chulo. But that was annoying news, Burn. You ready to keep it moving? Keep it on moving down the road.
Let's go to our fan favorite, completely original, brand new, just invented game, Quick Cash.
Quick Cash. Are you ready, Burn? All right, so we all know the deal with Quick Cash. I'm going to ask Burn a question, and he's going to give me the answer. We had 100 people survey each answer, and then Burn's going to get the top answer on the board. Burn, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm looking to avenge my loss last week.
I just don't know how people just understand this game right away without me explaining it. I don't know, it's crazy, but whatever. Little Quick Cash. Burn, here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, first one. Name a word or phrase that starts with pass.
Pass out.
Name something a man would need to be a Steve Harvey impersonator.
A mustache.
Name something into which a person might take a plunge.
Swimming pool.
When you house sit for someone, name something of theirs you feel weird about using.
Toothbrush.
And then fill in the blank. I cry at blank.
Weddings.
All right, let's tally it up. Okay. So I asked you, name a word or phrase that starts with pass. You said pass out. Survey says 19. Number one answer. I then asked you, I said, name something a man would need to be a Steve Harvey impersonator. You said a mustache. Survey said 21. Number one answer for that one was humor or personality. I
Wow.
said, name something into which a person might take a plunge. You said swimming pool. Survey said 64. Number one answer.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So you had 19, 20. All right. So you, fuck. I'm not calculating it. Fuck it. I'll have the calculation. All right.
It's
What?
104. 19 plus
What the
21
fuck?
plus 64 is 104.
You big dick slinging fucking smarty pants. All right. I then asked you, when you house sit for someone, name something of theirs you feel weird about using. You said toothbrush. Survey said 4. Number
Oh,
one answer for that was bed. Bed. Number two answer was bidet. What is this? A French fucking?
I'm house
Okay.
sitting. I'm trying every setting on that bidet. I'm not thinking twice
Oh
about
baby,
that.
you take it. You take it day bidet.
Day bidet.
Next, final one. I said fill in the blank. I cry at blank. And you said weddings. Survey said you had 108. You wanted to get to 150. Survey said 30, but it was the number one answer. So you ended with 138.
138 and three number one answers. Not enough to get to 150. All right. All
You
right. I
had three
really,
number ones on there, which was pretty good. One, yeah. So, all right. So you got 138 out of 150. Burn. You want to do another one?
yeah, I got to say, I really thought mustache was going to be a slam dunk for Steve Harvey. I really thought that
Yeah.
was going to be.
Personality was number one, but
Yeah.
whatever. You did great. I'm proud of you. I love you.
All
Okay.
right. Let's
So,
try another one.
you ready
I'm ready.
for the second one? Here we go. First question. Name something you only have one set of.
Eyes.
Tell me an animal that probably snores when it sleeps.
A lion.
Name a word that rhymes with moose.
Goose.
Name a place where you hear a bell ringing.
Church.
Name a piece of sports equipment that's made of leather.
Butt plug.
All right, let's tally this thing up. So, first thing I asked you, I said, name something you only have one set of. You said eyes. Survey said 33. Number one answer. I
Nice.
said, tell me an animal that probably snores when it sleeps. You said lion. Survey said 0. Number one answer was dog. Number two
Oh.
answer, human.
Ah.
Okay, so you're at 33. Number three, I asked you, or third question, I said, name a word that rhymes with moose. You said goose.
Gotta be.
Survey said 60. That brings you up to 93. That was a big one, Daddy. You needed that. That was also the number one answer. I said, name a place where you hear a bell ringing. You said church. Survey said 75, which brings you up to 168. Then I said, name a piece of sports equipment that's made of leather. You said butt plug.
200, baby. Let's go.
Survey said 0. Number
Oh,
one
come
answer was
on.
gloves. Number one answer was glove/mitt.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Everyone uses a leather butt plug, so I don't know what they're doing. But there you go. So that's it. Good job.
All right. 1 for 2. 1 for 2.
That was quick cash. That was quick cash. Something we
What
made
a
up
game.
completely by ourselves. Quick cash.
Revolutionary game.
So, okay. So, Burn, we are coming towards the top of time for the Gimmick Show. Is there anything you'd like to say to your friends, family, and all the people out there?
Thanks for tuning in. And listen, guys, you got any ideas? Send us some ideas, man. We're trying to get some gimmicks going
You,
here. We'll try
you got a
anything.
gimmick. Send us the gimmick.
Like we said, you want to try out a gimmick? You're thinking about starting your own show? You're not sure if there's enough there? Send it to us. We'll test drive the gimmick for you. Doesn't get
Test drive
much
the gimmick.
better than that, right?
No. No, you
Hit us
cannot.
with your gimmicks.
No, you most.
Give
No,
us
you
the
most
gimmicks.
certainly Give us thy gimmicks, Daddy. Give us the gimmicks and let us dance, baby. Let us dance. But okay, yeah. So this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast presents the Gimmick Show. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You know us on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast. Join us on Twitter and TikTok at Working P Pod. And if you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com. And please like and subscribe so we keep bringing you this sweet, sweet content. Also, please copy and paste the message in the description. Send it over to Blue Chew. Get them to sponsor us. Let them know what they're missing. Let them know you got a good couple of fellas here ready to do some business. They're ready to rock. Also, we love you. And check out Let's Get Retorted. All right, thanks. Love you. All right, guys. Thanks for watching another episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and copy and paste the message in the description. Send it over to Blue Chew. Get them to sponsor us. We love you. See you.